Well, good evening, guys. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you feeling tonight?
Great.
Good? All right, good. Well, I'm glad you guys are doing good and feeling good because you guys are just going to be feeling much more better after tonight, right? Because tonight we're going to be sharing this project, a project that is impacting the lives of many people. It's impacted, I believe, the life of each and every one of us who are part of the team already, of the International Networkers team. But tonight, the person who's going to be sharing this project is a person who has really inspired me. Every time he comes out here, whether he shares a project, a presentation, or whether he shares whatever he shares, you know what? It is impressive to me. You know what? Even the way when he edifies others. He has a certain art, a certain passion and heart for it, right? He's a man of values and principles. He's a man that is a family man also, right? And a man who is a man of God as well. You know, I know this is not about religion here or God in itself, but I believe God is in charge of it all, right? Overall. And this young man is a person who is a model to follow, right? But without further ado, I would like this great leader and this great mentor to come through. And can we go up, please, just give him a round of applause. Can we get up and please give him a round of applause to Omar Retamar, the next president.
Let's give that round of applause right back to David. Awesome. This guy's awesome, man. He connected me. I was kind of like shut down for a little bit, but he connected me. I'm plugged. I'm back. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. I'm really honored and privileged to be in front of you guys tonight and having the opportunity not only to share part of my story, but to share what is going to happen and what's helping me build my story, and then what's going to happen with you guys after or within this project as well. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Omar Retamar. I come from the beautiful island of Puerto Rico, so I'm gonna go a little bit over my story, very fast, very brief, and precise. Now, I want to see the hands of those who are out here for the first time.
Okay.
Awesome. Hey, how do we see? That applause is for you and for you as well. I want to recognize my beautiful wife who's here tonight with me. We're going big. I'm nervous. You guys got me nervous, but I'm going to do this. So I'm really glad to be here tonight. Without further ado, I'm going to go through briefly what I was going through a couple of years ago. For those of you who don't know part of my background, I came here very young, not too long ago. I came here at the age of 19, and I came here with a lot of dreams, a lot of hopes. You see, when we're young, when we're kids, we have unlimited dreams, we have unlimited goals, unlimited thinking. And our mind can expand to just dimensions we don't even think we can achieve, but we don't stop there. You know, some want to be jet pilots, presidents, some want to be rocket scientists. That's the mentality of the young people, and I was there. So when I come to this beautiful country of opportunities, I came here with a lot of hopes, a lot of aspirations, and asking myself, I'm here. What am I going to do? I'm going to achieve everything I want, everything I need in life. I came to a land of freedom, and I'm going to do everything that's in my hand to do. So I came here, my baby, my daughter, my firstborn was at that moment just 9 months old. So that was September 2000, not too long ago, a couple years ago. And when I actually came here, see, back there in Puerto Rico, they used to say, once you get there to the United States, you're going to come out of the airport and $100 bills are going to slap you. Like, you're going to come out, money's going to fall on you, you're going to make money everywhere. Now, who works in here? Everybody works in here? Does money actually slap you? Does money actually come to you? We got to work hard, right? So I had to bump into that wall of reality and realize that money is not found outside the airport. You got to walk a little more and start looking for a job, and then you'll find the money. So I came here with an associate as an electrician, and I had never had any experience as an electrician, but I came here and I said, I'm going to make it. Got here, didn't find a job as an electrician. Years went by, started working in different companies, different factories, all types of jobs. By the time of 2012, 12 years passed, I still was not working as an electrician, but I had, back then, 20 jobs at the age of 31. See, I told you my age, that's not right. But anyways, that's just in 2012. When I find myself hitting face bottom, looking for something different. I was unemployed at that moment. I was going through the worst time of my life. I was actually going through a big depression. My wife was working at that time. Bills were caught up. Everything was backed up, and I couldn't find myself. I didn't see myself coming out of that hole. I said, God, what is this? You know, like 10 years ago, we could just leave a job, walk two blocks down and find another job. Like nothing. Go out, say, you know what, I don't like this job. I don't like this guy. I'm getting another job. But what happened is we started going through some changes. We're going through the biggest economic shift in the modern age history. We have never seen depression and crisis like this before. And the thing is that I had to update myself and realize that the problem wasn't jobs or anything out there. The problem was actually I needed to see what was going on around me. But being caught up in so many problems and so many depths, I couldn't see outside of my problems. Focusing on how I was going to make it, not realizing that she was the one actually having all that on her back, paying the bills, paying everything. And at that moment, we went through a very serious situation because we were living in work. I don't know if you guys ever heard of bed bugs. So we had an infection with bed bugs. We had to let go of everything. We threw everything out, from our beds to our couches in the living room, everything, closes, everything. So I wasn't working, and on top of that, I get this. All this happens unexpected. What happens is, yes, that's how I used to feel too. Especially when I saw that my son was bitten, so I just dropped. I literally dropped. I just recently came back from Miami. I had like 20 inches of hair, swagged up with jeans and everything. Like you see me back then, which I'm going to try to share a picture with you later so you can laugh later on. And I wasn't really like, I wasn't projecting much. So when I was out there trying to look for a job, people wouldn't even take me serious. I wasn't even respecting myself. But I saw my son got bitten by one of these. We had to let go of everything, throw everything out, and I dropped to my knees and I said, God, there just has to be something out there. You must have something for me, and this is not what I want to do in my life. I've knocked door after door and I couldn't find anything. And after a while, actually I started going to church and I started seeing things different, changing my inside. I needed a change. But at that time, my mentor, Jose Camacho, who was our next international, which I asked you guys to give a round of applause for him. At that moment, I saw him in church, because we were in the same church, and he told me, hey, you know, I have something you want to see. Something that, if you really see the big picture of it, this is going to take you from where you are to actually becoming a person of influence, a better leader, a better father. You're going to be able to be not just a provider. Mind you, I'm desperate, looking for something. I needed at least $500 to be able to help her with the rent because she had everything on. So I needed something like ASAP. Next thing you know, I said, you know, I'm in. Oh, how much is the startup, whatnot? I saw the presentation. I did not understand nothing. So maybe you're going to be here tonight where I'm going to share. You might not understand anything. That's okay. Because you're not going to understand it at the moment. And something is going to happen because if you see just a little bit of light in your tunnel, then there's hope for you. And this is meant for you to grow into it. And that's what happened to me. See, back then I couldn't project myself. I couldn't speak well. I wasn't fluent in English. I came over here and I had my Boricua style Spanglish, and it was very, very not understandable at all. Like, that's why I couldn't find jobs, because I would go out there and I would tell the presidents and CEOs and company owners that what I was looking for, but they didn't understand me. So I would point at work, me, work. You know, I couldn't talk fluent. So what happens is, I was so hungry and eager that I found a way to get it started. Mind you, my wife is here, she can tell you. We didn't have money to pay the bills and everything else, and I was finding a way to get the money to start what I'm about to show you tonight. And they spoke to me about the concept of entrepreneurs of 21st century, which is actually one of the biggest organizations right now, which is happening in this modern time. Right now, everybody and anybody can become an entrepreneur without necessarily having all the risk of traditional business and all the money needed. That's the biggest thing I'm going to share. Now, I looked at it and I said, entrepreneur, that word, I don't even know how to spell that word. You know, I was back then looking at myself like, wow, I don't even have a job, and he's talking to me because he saw something in me that I wasn't even seeing. So he tells me, I see you as an entrepreneur. I see you building a business, you're going to touch lives, you're going to touch people out there. And I'm like, yeah, just tell me how much I want to make because I need to get something ASAP. I wasn't understanding the concept at the beginning. So he said, with this, you're going to be able to grow every part of your life and become that leader you were determined to be. Because the scarcest thing right now, the scarcest resource, everybody's talking about leadership, but nobody can find the right leadership. There's good leadership and bad leadership. Because Hitler was a bad leader, but he was a leader. So, but anyway, not going into that. So they spoke to me about this concept. I was very touched by that, and they asked me a couple of questions that I'm going to ask you. You're not to answer me. You're going to take them home tonight. That's going to be your homework. And whoever brought you tonight, you're going to sit with them and go through these questions, and you're going to bring them out. Opening your heart, being honest with yourself, first of all. Now, I saw and I had to realize that we're going through the biggest economic shift, like I mentioned before. And I said, wait a second, everybody's talking about becoming entrepreneurs and business people. And we have to see that the ways of generating income are changing. This is why I couldn't find a job, not because I'm that bad. I just couldn't find a job because the traditional way of making money has changed. And now, are your family's finances secure? Answer me. I'm going to take you home. Can you retire at age 55 and you look like you're like 22 maybe? 22, 25. Let's say 25. Right? Around there. Almost my age. You know, okay. Now, they asked me that night, are you prepared to face the future? Do you know how to overcome financially in the next 10 years? Those were questions that just went straight to my heart. I'm looking at them like, are you serious? I'm unemployed. I hit face bottom. You see what I'm going through. You dare to ask me this? I didn't know how I was going to make the next $500 in a week. How am I going to think about the next 10 years? So, but he was already putting a seed in me. That seed, everybody in here was born with it. Because God put it in you. You have a seed of greatness in you. That's what the person who invited you saw in you. They didn't see you just how you are today. They saw what you're going to turn into, what you're going to become as you develop yourself into growing into this opportunity. So I started thinking and saying, well, if whatever that is, I can say this. So I was just like, okay, next. I was annoyed. But what options do we have to generate income? Now we go out there, we have a job. Many of us have 4 or 5 jobs. We're parents. We try to take care of our health. We got 1 or 2 jobs, and we got to take care of our spouse. So that's not a job, but it's a responsibility. Now people out there go and get a second job. You can go and make investments. Go to the stock market. Go out there, but you need what? And you need a lot of money to put out there in the investments because you can put $200,000 and overnight just lose them like that because the investments right now are risky. Go to real estate. Oh yeah, one day you buy some 3, 4, 5 houses. Next thing you know, what happened in 2008, the real estate bubble, it popped, it burst. And all these real estate people, where are they coming now? Here. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I want to talk about 3 trends. Then I'm going to break it down in 6 simple steps. I'm not going to spare myself. You're not going to hate me. And if you're tired, we have something to keep you up all night. But anyway, so the other one is starting your own business. Now, we know out there, experts say, statistics say, that traditional business, 95% of traditional business out there, they disappear within 3 to 5 years. That's, you go out there, you put a bodega, you put a Kmart, you put a whatever. They're proven to just disappear within the first 3 to 5 years. That's not something you probably want to watch or want to do. Now, what do we have in that? These are real statistics. This came from Washington, D.C. I'm not making this up, and you can look it up on any source of internet you have. And look, these are statistics. After 40 years, so you're 25, you work 40 more years, 65, you'll be retiring. I'm going to talk about that later on because retirement is just a really fake word. If you believe in retirement, you best to wake up and smell the coffee, because there is not going to be any retirement. If you can't make it now, having the 100% of whatever you make, imagine trying to survive with 60% of your salary. Without counting that, you guys still going to have bills. They ain't going to forgive you. PSE&G ain't going to look at you pity. They're not going to say, I'm going to pay your rent. No, you got to pay the mortgage, you got to pay that, you got to pay the water, etc. That's still going to go on. That's like a legacy. I would say it's a curse, because that continues. But anyway, after 40 years of working, 1% are rich, 4% are financially independent, 5% are still working. You ever go to Walmart and you see these viejitos, I'm sorry, you see these, elders out there waiting for you? They're like 70. Welcome to Walmart, they're out there. Do you really want to see yourself working at 72, 75, still working? Do you want to see yourself like that? That's what's going to happen if you stay focused on the social insecurity. Now, 36% are dead. That's harsh, but it's true. 36% are dead, and let me tell you why. People get so used to working their whole life that when they have to retire, many people just die after the first check. One, because they're so used to working that routine that their heart can't take it and the anxiety kills them. And two is because they see that first check and they get a heart attack. So 54% are financially dependent or bankrupt. What does this mean right here? That they're either getting a pension from the government, they're getting any type of support from the government, or they have to declare bankrupt because they can't take it anymore. So they have to refinance their homes and just, oh well, my kids, grandkids will end up paying that, because they just continue adding up. And in the United States, that's a big deal. Because you go out there, you sign a contract for 30 years, and if you can't pay that house in 30 years, either you sell it for less than what you bought it and lose the money, or you're going to leave that also, that legacy for your kids and grandkids. They're going to end up paying it. Now, what group do you prefer to be a part of? You're going to answer the person who invited you. Don't answer me now. Where do you see yourself? Being rich, financially independent, or any of the other ones on the bottom? Because let's see how the 90% remaining end up. You don't want to be here. So if you do, I respect that. If you do, because that's your decision. But I would like to show you a way, and it's already paved a roadmap for you to become financially independent. With that being said, what would you do with more time, money, and health? Where would you be? What would you do? What dreams are in your heart that you so want to fulfill but you can't because you don't have the time or the money? What dreams would you like to help others fulfill? Where are you from? Puerto Rico. Oh man, that's awesome. Right now, Puerto Rico is going through the biggest crisis ever. And it's not because the people are bad. It's because they manage things wrong. So out there, they're actually, but this is growing. How does that happen? There's no economy, but people are yet growing and having a better substantial income and having a better lifestyle overall. So I don't know where you see yourself within the next 5 to 10 years. If you can actually start accomplishing and fulfilling your dreams, living in comfort, having a lifestyle, and overall, what I'm going to mention a lot tonight is freedom. My job is not for you to just make money. You want to make money, you go do Uber. You go do anything else. That's money, and it's legit. But guess what? You're not going to be free. The concept is okay, don't get me wrong. They have the right concept because they have an entrepreneurial mentality. Oh, I'm going to work for myself. You're auto-employed. You're self-employed. So it's okay to be self-employed. But are you really going to be free if you stop doing Uber? Will it continue to pay you? No, because you got to be in the app. You got to activate the app and see the request and go out there and get the future. I'm going to share with you a way that you can make money even when you're sleeping. Plain and simple. Even when you're sleeping. So you imagine you're sleeping, waking up in the morning just to move the curtain a little bit so the sun will hit you in the face, going back to sleep, and you're still making money? Yup, I thought the same, but yeah, right. I thought the same. Yup, I did too. So this brings us to the opportunity of 21st century. This is what experts call this right now. Now these two diagrams right here, these two graphics, just imagine yourself, I'm going to put it Not that I'm hungry, but I'm going to put it like these are two pizzas. And this side of traditional marketing, this pizza right here, how many of us are consumers? Do you consume? I'm a consumer. Everybody in America, even if they're 140 years old, they're a consumer. But guess what? In a traditional marketing, we pay for stuff that we never see or we never get anything in return. So you're paying all these pizza for these people. All these people are in the middle for the stores, promoters, the warehouse, and wholesales, but you don't get actually nothing back. Now what these companies do, they bring a service or a product. Anybody has a phone, a smartphone? Everybody has a smartphone right now. They got a smartphone and dumb people today. But they make a phone. Let's say this costs about, let's say, just to put a number, $36. When you receive it, do you pay the $36? Inflation is crazy out there. You can edit this. They're going to rape you. So they put a number out there. You end up paying 5, 10, 12 times more than what the original product came out. And next thing you know, you're paying everybody else, but you don't get nothing in return. Now, I know there's a lot of companies out there, a lot of stores giving the reward points and trying to reward you with some points, and you'll get the discount. That's okay. But the problem is, they're not actually giving you money. Now, in this right here, we start talking about the first trend. Remember I said I'm going to talk about 3 trends? This is the biggest trend happening right now. Network marketing. Network marketing is poised to be the biggest, greatest economy in the world right now. Proven, hands down, search it up, do anything you want to do on Google, on YouTube, look for network marketing. I don't think you can take 1 month in a row and you will still not see all the videos and all the information in there. There's so much about it. Now, in our case, the company we chose does the same. They bring a service or a product, and it's they stay with 36%. But in this case, they allow us, the consumers, to actually get something back in return, and not just a product or a discount. We get 64% in commission paying to you. Hey, not a discount, for you to start making money, giving us the opportunity. So this company and this team is causing a big impact. What it does, it allows us to use them as a platform. Just go out there, word of mouth. It works. Everybody out there is going to restaurants, watching movies, buying sneakers, going everywhere just because of the word of mouth. We've been doing this forever. Have you ever gone to a good restaurant and it's just so good that you had to share it with everybody? You ever recommended a restaurant? Anything, even if it's Acapulco, but you go up there and say, man, these Acapulcos were banging. Like, for some reason they had these tapes, and they actually went and bought it, right? And they, hey, how much did they pay you for the Acapulco? Right? So, right now, network marketing allows us to promote something and actually be able to make money. That's where I'm going a little bit. So, that's the first trend. What do experts say? I don't want you to believe me because I'm over here with a suit and a tie. This doesn't make me. My essence is my heart. I'm going to pour my heart tonight for you to take it home. So you can have it with you. What do experts say? Because we don't want to go to the neighbor, the broke neighbor, or Don Pepe or Doña Juanita who's next door and telling you that doesn't work because they're over there and they don't know about what's actually happening. Experts like Charles W. King, who wrote a book, The New Professionals, he says that you start earning fast income and you can earn a lot of money, residual income, in the long term. Paul Pilzer, one of the greatest economists in the world, not just in America, in the world. This gentleman here, at the age of 25, had already owned Citibank. He was the owner, the president of Citibank. And at the age of 26, he had 10 million in his account. 26 years old, 10 million. And he was saying that by this time, everybody in the United States would carry or have a cell phone. Isn't that happening? Even Obama gave cell phones to the, to the elders and everybody out there. Everybody in the United States has a cell phone. He predicted that. He predicted the microwaves and all this stuff. He was a financial advisor for 2 presidential terms, one Bill Clinton, the other one George Bush's father, and he says that this network marketing industry will build and will create the next trillion-dollar industry, adding up with another one that I'm going to talk about in a little bit. And he says in his book, The Next Millionaires, that this industry is going to make 10 million millionaires by 2025. You want to be snap? 64% of that could be in your account in the next 2 to 5 years, if you decide to take control of your life. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, he's an author, professor, he's a real estate investor, he's a big owner of oil wells, he has a lot out there. He says, he puts it plain and simple. He calls it a perfect business. So you can't go wrong with that. He just says it's just a perfect business. You start with a little bit, with less than what you think, you can actually build something big, and you can live off that for the rest of your life. And in our case, it's generational. You have any kids? Not yet. Okay. I respect that. This could go down to your kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids, up to 3 generations. Which means someday God is going to call you. You're not going to be here anymore. But you're not going to have to worry about your kids and grandkids. They will be taken care of with something that you start today. That's how powerful network marketing is. Big applause for that. Round of applause. Power of network marketing. Now, there's 167 billion. Right now, actually, there's 170 something. It grew a little bit more. Annual sales worldwide in this industry. And New York Post on the Journal Square, is it? No, not sorry. New York Post had this in 2014, saying that 800,000 distributors per month are actually joining this business, left and right. As I speak these words, there's people signing up all over. There's over 30,000 network marketing companies, and tomorrow there's going to be a new one. Friday there's going to be a new one because it's a trend. Everybody wants a piece of this cake. But guess what? It divides in 2 categories. All the rest, and the one that I'm going to talk about tonight. And you're going to see why. It's not me saying it. Now, what are the benefits of network marketing? How am I going to benefit off this? If I decide to join this journey and actually start with you guys. The first benefit is, you have a job, you work. What do you work? You work at ShopRite. We're going to take you out of here, buddy. We're going to take you out of here. You're going to say thank you to your boss. The first benefit is that without interfering in what you already do, you can start building a substantial income that's going to take you probably to replace your income, a full-time income, working a part-time, from home, from your phone, from everywhere, or giving presentations like this, to actually seeing the life of freedom. Now, in the ShopRite, or anywhere the linear out there, that's called linear income. Any job, doesn't matter what type. That's a linear income. Where you work for a retirement, 30 to 40 years, that sounds painful just saying it, on a fixed schedule, working 8 to 12 hours, and somebody takes control of your life. Your boss tells you when you have to eat, even if your guts are crumbling and you're dying crazy, trembling, you gotta wait till it's your break. You gotta take vacations when they tell you to take vacations. You can't just leave out there. You gotta get at work at a certain time and leave at a certain time. Oh, but I gotta go. My cousin has a graduation. It's not a problem. You gotta take care of your job, right? Something around between those lines, because they take control of your life. And guess what? Your income is limited. Because once you work the 8 to 12 hours, you go home, bye-bye, hey, eat well tonight because I need you here tomorrow. So they let you go. That's called modern slavery. Yes, it hurts, but I'm there too, don't worry. But I'm going to leave soon. See, my wife doesn't work anymore. And I saw something with this, because at a point I said, I was playing with this. Until I saw that now, I'm not financially free or independent. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not rich. But I saw something and I said, you know what? Maybe with a little bit of burst of energy, I'm going to retire myself from where I work. I work for New Jersey Transit, for the engineering support team. I paint trains. Yes, I paint trains. You too, everybody. That's what I do. I love my job, but I want to be free. I have a 16-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son. I know I look like 22, don't go by that. I'm going to show you the secret later. Now, what do? Is that we show you how to build a residual income. What's a residual income? It's the type of income that people out there who actually do it and have it don't suffer the crisis and the economic recession right now. How do you do it? You can either sing, if you're a great singer, you're a book writer, you're an inventor, or an investor. And I saw that none of these 4 categories were describing myself. So I said, I don't sing, I don't write books, I can't invent nothing, and I can't invest because I'm broke. So how do I build a residual income? Easy. Entrepreneurs of the 21st century are helping everybody with a proven system in 107 countries that we're going to show you, step by step, guided by the hand, how you can be not only having wealth, but you can be free, building a residual income. And you're never going to have to worry about bills, recession, or anything else out there. Residual income is the income of the 21st century. Big round of applause for that too. Now, leave now. Okay. Yeah. Now, what's the company? We as a team, as International Networker team, chose a platform and we chose a company. But we didn't choose just any company. And it might sound kind of cocky, but I'm going to tell you why we didn't choose just any company. Back in 1998, there was a company founded in Sandy, Utah. Just in 1998. Recently. This company is making a big name all over the world, impacting the lives of millions. It's a huge platform, and Dr. Herminio Navarez saw something that this company was going to do, and is doing up to date. We chose a company under the name of 4Life Research, which I am forever grateful for this beautiful couple and President, CEO Steve too. I have big round of applause for that. I have so much to say about this company, it's endless. One of the things that I want you to know is that this company, within their first 5 years, ranked number 15 out of 20,000 companies fastest growing in the United States. Inc. 500 takes 500 out of those 20,000, and they see who was the fastest growing. Our company ranked number 15. The first 14 had nothing to do with network marketing. And it might sound a little cocky, and I'm going to rub it in there so you can take it home with you. Next year, I put this company within the biggest 25 companies in the world. DSA also has us out there, but you know what's happening right now, today? This company, with only 18 years of existence, has 25 central offices in 6 continents. Our team has taken this opportunity to 107 countries. We have 600 training meetings all over the world, and this platform is here for you. In just 18 years, one of the youngest companies right now, competing with companies that have been out there 50, 60 years, 40. We are just getting started. We have done nothing. And guess what? The American market, the English speaker market, we haven't even touched it. So I'm not trying to say that you are going to be the first or a part of the first one, but I will tell you, if you really want to take control of your future, if you have an entrepreneurial bone in you, this is a better way and the perfect business. This company is poised right now. When I started, back in 2013, this couple here, they left to Brazil. But they didn't go out there to vacation and go everywhere and take selfies and feel all great about the millions they're making. You know what they went out there for? They're building communities. They're helping people that have less than us, that don't even have homes. They're out there just giving and giving and giving to them, bringing up communities, give them a house, let them live better. That's what they're doing out of their heart. I said, wow, I want to be part of this. These people are impacting the world. I get goosebumps when I say it. I'm fired up. But this company is actually doing great things out there. It has foundations everywhere. And what has caused, one of the reasons that caused the biggest growth of this is that now, what I'm going to tell you about the next trend. I spoke to you about network marketing. That's the first trend. Now, the second trend is something that we all want. Everybody wants and needs to feel better, greater. Okay, there you go. Because we're in the health and wellness industry. Jose Pilser said this is the next trillion-dollar industry, which means that even health coverage out there, which is not the health, they call it the sickness department and the sickness coverage in the United States, because a lot of people even get sicker. And you go to pharmaceuticals and people, you know that pharmaceuticals is the third cause of death in the United States. with all due respect, any pharmaceuticals in here, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but that's proven fact. You look it up. Pharmaceuticals is the third cause of death in the United States. Being that the science is advancing, they're going so fast, but they're killing people. How is this possible? Now, we don't have magic beans in here. This is not something that, although he looks like Harry Potter, that's not Harry Potter. I can say that what we do have, this company has brought the most advanced biotechnology in the science of natural science, actually. They have a molecule that educates the most important system of our body. You know what that is? It's not your heart, it's not your brain, it's not your muscles, although we're going to get there. The most important part and system of our body is our immune system, because that's the one who fights for you. You know, you can go through that door, and I know that doorknob is clean, but you don't know if you go to a public restroom or anything like that, you don't know who sneezed and just touched the doorknob. And I'm just trying to be clean with it because they're recording. But just think about all the other stuff that people can actually have in their hands, spreading germs and bacteria. Why is cancer spreading so much? Because the immune system of everybody all over the world is malfunctioning. It's either hyperactive and it causes autoimmune diseases, which causes lupus, asthma, etc. No, I'm not a doctor, but this is stuff that we actually share. And what it does, it educates it. It helps you balance it. So this molecule brings intelligence to your body so you can be ready for just anything. But guess what? They also have supplements that you already take. Have you tried a Monster? A Red Bull? You drink Red Bull? Throughout the day, sometimes, what do you do, if you don't mind? What do you do at your job? A physical job? Do you get like physical carry stuff? Yeah? Okay. There's a moment in your shift that you feel that you need that push. You need that extra push. What happens is, sorry about that. Go back. What happens is your body starts already having the stress. One of the biggest reasons that your immune system deactivates is because of stress. So educating your immune system is going to keep you stronger. But not only that, we have energy drinks that are natural, 20 calories. Once you walk again, you're already burned those 20 calories. They're gone. They have a good caffeine that your body needs, substantial, and it's going to keep you alert because your white cells in your blood are going to increase. When you get tired, your white cells decrease. That's why you feel like heavy and sluggish because your white cells. But I'm not going to get too technical and too scientific about it. The person who brought you here is going to explain you more about the products and what we have. What I can tell you is we have proteins from energy drinks, proteins, lotion. I'm pretty sure you brush your teeth. We got toothpaste, shower gels, conditioner, shampoo, you name it. So guess what? You're not going to take more money to spend more. No. Whatever you buy anywhere, Walmart or Costco or anywhere, whatever you already buy, guess what? You're going to replace what you have and get paid for it. Yeah, that sound good? That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to show you how. Yes, yes. You're going to do it, give it. Give it up. All right, now, with that trend, now, how do I earn money? You want to know how to make money? I guess we all came here to learn how to make that money, right? This company has more than 10 or 11 ways of paying out commissions, rapid rewards. The person who brought you here can actually explain it better. I'm just going to give you a briefing over it. And how to earn the residual income. Now, in ShopRite, you think there will be at least 10 people that are needing time, money, or health? Do you think maybe? You think maybe your boss needs a little bit of freedom and stop being such a hardhead, you know, so he can treat you better? Now, let's say out of 10, 20 people that are in there, you invite them, but only 6 show up. Or 10 show up, and 6 decided, you know what, I see something in there. I want that. Let's get done. How do I do? What do I do? What's the, okay, boom. You start doing it. Once you get them in, sign them up with you, you start building your team. Now you become the boss. But we're not bosses in here. We're leaders. That's different. Because the INT is developing the biggest and greatest leaders all over the world. The only leadership school in the world that refines real leadership. and real begins with you. And by that saying, you're going to add growth to your life, and adding growth begins with ADD. Do not pay attention to everything around you. Focus on what you want and what you dream. And a big round of applause for the INT for building such a great leader. These people start up with you, right? Right away. Now you say, okay, we're going to consume, they're going to consume, exchange whatever they have at home to have 250 LPs. Why LPs? 170 countries. You need to get the current. So actually, when you exchange the money, you have to be able to pay the same amount to everybody else out there. So these people start with you, and the first level is 1,500 points, just those 6. The company pays you the first level for you after you already sign them. You get a fast bonus. You sign them up, you get 25% right away. It could be anywhere from 75 to 100 or 150, depending on the volume that they start, whatever they want to start with. 2%. You're going to get $3 from these, $30 from these people. And you might say, you've been here talking like 40 minutes, talking about dreams, talking about this stuff. Tell me about $30? No, that's going to be your foundation. Because what you're going to do is show these 6 how to do the same. And duplicate, leveraging on this so they can start making money. And guess what? When you start helping others, building a foundation, you start seeing things different. But it actually starts by serving others. You have to take your need out of your heart, although you want it bad, because God is going to take care of you. Regardless, you just put yourself to serve. Serve others, and you're going to see everything just opening. And I can tell you from my experience, it's just something that it's incredible. Just serving others. You connect them to the system, plug them in. You develop them as leaders. It doesn't matter if they just want to buy the product, if you want to go to your family, to your loved ones, or anybody else and say, you know, ask for 2 things. Support and respect. We're going to go over this at the end. I have a little 10-minute workshop I'm going to give you keys and codes tonight, so you come out of here, and whenever you leave from there, I'm sorry for the people who bump into you, because you're going to sign off everybody up there. And if you see something, this is for you then. Now, in the second level, they consume at 250 points. You don't have to go crazy buying all that. 9,000 points in the second level. The company pays you 25% in the first 100 because they use 100 to maintain, to keep your business active. And the other 5%, which adds up to 1,170 plus the first 30, how much is it? 1,200. Without you leaving what you already do. $1,200, do they help you pay a bill, go to the movies, buy something? I mean, it probably help you out with something. Thank you, thank you. Big applause for it. Alright, so $1,200 without you leaving what you already do. This has nothing to do with your job. You're going to do it very simple. I'm going to help you. I'm going to break it down for you so you can understand it better. Now, on the third level, having 216 people, these people are going to get their 6. How many people are you going to be working with? 6. It looks big, but you're not going to work with all those people. No, you're not going to grab a flamethrower or a machine gun. No, you're going to work with 6 people. You're going to build a solid team. This team becomes your family. Next thing you know, you're trusting their dreams in your hands. You become a mentor. You become a leader. This is why it's important to take that core mentality out. Because what you're going to become, you don't even expect. God has something so big for you. You don't even know yet half of the things that God already has for you. 54,000 points on the third level. The company pays you 5% of their first 100 LPs and the 12% of the excess. Meaning that adding it up, it's 4,968 plus the 1,200, a little over $6,000 without you interfering in what you already do. Would that help you? Maybe look at your boss different? You're not going to leave your job. You're still working, but you get an extra $6,000. Maybe it can help. Maybe it can help you with your insurance, your car insurance. Maybe it'll help you to. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take a couple of days off. It's not gonna hurt. You know, you're still gonna be working here. Nothing wrong with that. If you make a little as much as that or a little less than that, you could probably replace your full-time income, but not yet. Here's what I want you to focus on. With this, you can leave your job. $6,000 in America, $72 a year, maybe $75. That's good money. You're not going to be filthy, stinking rich, but you're going to live better. But overall, how many people, how many lives have you been changing when you're making that type of money? Because this sounds beautiful, and it looks beautiful, and it must feel beautiful. But when you're actually seeing lives that are being transformed, that changes the whole story. And with that being said, on the fourth level, I don't want to blow your head with this, but it's part of it, so you're going to have to take it because the compensation plan does not stop there. With 1,296 people on the fourth level consuming 250 points, we have 324,000 points, LPs. The company pays you 12% on the first 100 LPs and 3% of their excess. Over here, there's something called already maybe like the rank of international. So when you're making 21,000 points, you could be probably an international 100, which means that you're going to start getting, besides this, adding up, that's a $27,000 a month, not a year, a month. You're going to get the 2% of the world volume divided in every international. That's a bonus. That's not counting the incentive, the trips, the cruises. You name it. This company actually gives more. 4Life gives more. Big round of applause for 4Life. Yeah. 4Life is no comparison to this. This company is going all out, and what they're doing is just huge. Who will support me on my journey? Well, we're part of a huge international organization called the named International Networkers Team that are actually developing people like me, who was so insecure to speak at first. I was an introvert, believe it or not. I was an introvert. I was a person who I shake. I would fear and terrified to be in front of people speaking and giving this presentation. But this broke me out of that. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get. Next thing you know, within the next 5 years, you're world class in network marketing. I don't know where you're going to be in the next 5 years. And whatever your dreams are, I respect them. But at your job, will you be making as much or more than your boss right now within the next 5 years? Probably, maybe not. What I do know is that if you decide to take control of your future and the future of your family, not only can you make more money than him, but you can be free. Free of payroll, free of employees, free of stress, free of having to wake up early or at whatever time you wake up to make somebody else's dream. Because if you don't decide to make your dreams, somebody will pay you to make theirs. And that's where I want you to really take that. It went to the heart, it went to the bone, but I had to tell you like that. Because they spoke it to me like that. Now, this team right now is founded in year 2000 by Dr. Herminio Nevares, who was recently recognized in Washington, D.C. in the Leadership Awards as the Latino businessman best and more of biggest growth in 2015. Known all over the world. Washington, D.C. Give it up. We don't have just anybody that's supporting us. We have people all over the world that's going to be a platform. We got DVDs, CDs, brochures, magazine. We got the website. Everything is put to your hand so you can take advantage of it. Why? Because we're living in a fast world. Nobody has time to really sit down and start looking at something. So we have the system and the tools for you to use them and do anything you want. This video is going to be recorded, and if you need that video to prospect somebody, just to send it anywhere in Puerto Rico, anywhere in the world, you can contact John. He's going to give you the link, and you can send it to them. You don't even have to go out there physically, and you prospect them from there. Boom, they sign up in China, whatever, wherever they are, and you're making money while you're home. This team right now has created over 110 millionaires within just 16 years. The system is proven. There's nothing to try, nothing to make, try better, or anything like that. And recently, we are going even bigger because they signed an agreement with the company that now we are united. With that being said, we're going to Atlanta to celebrate this October in a big world convention where we're expecting at least 12,000 distributors from all over the world. And the name of the convention is United. That's how big we're going, because these people are not playing. We're not the only organization in 4Life. There's other organizations, but guess what? INT is pushing 73% of their volume. Does that tell you something? Is it solid? Mm-hmm. Is it credible? Right. It's incredible, but it's great. Yeah. So, with that being said, It's time to start taking charge of your future and the future of your family. I don't know where you're going to be in the next 5 years. I don't know what you want. What are your plans? What are your dreams? Only your heart can tell you what do you want to become the next 5 years. If you want to continue to work for somebody, that is okay. There's nothing wrong with working. And I'm not saying we don't work. Whoever tells you that, because I got to be honest, it drives me crazy. People out there have a hype in network marketing. Oh, come in here. It's easy. We don't sell. We share. You know, this is the hype that they have. But let's be honest. We work hard. We work really hard. We got to sacrifice time from our family, time from our kids. We got to sacrifice time that we probably don't even have just to make it happen. But if you're willing to do it, you're going to make it, and you're going to make it big. And if you want to sell, you sell. Because we have to sell. We sell ourselves out there. I'm selling you my image. I'm selling you my dressing code. I'm selling you my words, my knowledge. I sell you. So you go out there, you sell. You don't sell yourself short. Put yourself like you just got recognized as a Platinum International Diamond. Because you got to go out there and let people know that you're serious. And speak to everybody. Tell them what you're going to do in the next 5 years. And tell them what. And look at them in the eyes and say, you know what? I'm going to be free. Oh, yeah. You know what they call me a lot of times? Oh, here comes the millionaire. Oh, here comes this. You know what happened? I started believing it. So now I walk beside them. They don't even talk. I walk by them and they don't even look at me. Hey, what's going on? They put their heads down because they're seeing that what I'm doing, I'm serious about this. I want to be free. And I let them know, you know what? I'm not playing with this. You guys can continue doing. You want to retire from here? You want to work for somebody else? Sit in the bleachers. Sit out there. Watch me grow in your eyes. Watch me transform my life in your eyes while we work. Because I'm not leaving my job yet. But when I get solid, I'm going to let them know. And I'm going to be thankful. I'm thankful and grateful for my job. But something bigger just touched my heart. And it's the time of my kids, the time of my wife, the time of my family. But overall, the time of your life in this land and this earth is not eternal. You're not going to last 100 and something years with your health that you have right now. Time is flying and clicking. So you decide, you determine what you want to do, because only 3 things in life that you can't change. A word that was said, a rock tossed in the water, and an opportunity when it comes to your life. With that being said, I want to welcome you already to our team and start building your financial freedom with your franchise. Have you ever, do you know anybody who has a traditional business? Maybe the boss where you work at. Let's say he's the owner of that building, whatever, right? In average, in the United States, in average, a person has to invest at least $25,000 to start a business that they don't see any profit within the first 3 to 5 years. In here, you're going to start with way less than $1,000, and you can start making money fast as you learn. Just don't stop growing, don't stop learning, don't stop growing, and you're going to become the person you were determined to be. That being said, I want to welcome you to this journey, welcome you to the future, welcome to our World International Networkers team. My name is Omar Retamar. I really appreciate everybody who's here. I want to give a big round of applause to everybody. You guys did good. You guys are awesome, and you're committed to being here tonight. Dad, give yourself another round of applause. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate your time, and with that being said, I want to see you over the top. I want to see you being free. God bless you all. You have a wonderful night. I'll leave you here with this wonderful.
Wow, guys. Thank you. Wow, that was just amazing. Please give another round of applause to Omar and their presidential diamond, please. Wow, man. Like I tell you, right? Every time I see him up here is a time that I get to learn more and more and more. You know, it's a beautiful thing how he gets to touch and impact the lives of so many people. And that's what this project is doing for people, you know, taking any person. It doesn't matter whether you had a great career, and that's good. If you have a great career, you know, good for you. That's very good. I'm glad for your accomplishments. But sometimes when you really look deep into yourself, you know that there's more than just to simply either have a diploma or to just have a career. There's certain things sometimes inside of us that we know inside of us that we're called to do something even greater than that, right? And for that, we have this project. This project is really transforming lives. Like he was sharing right now briefly, you know, all the amazing things that our company has accomplished But before we get a little bit deeper into things, I know we're about to wrap it all up, but I want us to receive a young lady who is also impacting lives and who's caused a great impact in my life, and I think in the lives of many of us here. It was one of the first persons that I saw her giving the presentation in English. And you know what? Without further ado, I know she wasn't expecting this, but I would like Jessica to please just give us a brief word of what she has built in her life. Right? Please, our next diamond, please.
Thank you very much. Wow, that really was unexpected. But like so unexpected, I wasn't even planning on coming here tonight. No. I actually came from the park. I was with my 2 daughters at the park. And I'm having a good time, and I threw some heels on, wrapped my hair up, and I said I have to be here because if it's going to be tonight, it's tonight. It is what it is. Whatever decision that you guys make, I have to let you know this. I have to let you know that it's your choice, and you have to make a choice. Whether you choose to work for someone else, whether you've already done that for a while, and whether you've tasted that. I know like you guys are pretty young. Don't waste the time sending somebody else's kids to college. Don't waste the time sending somebody else on vacation, because that lifestyle and that freedom to do whatever you want is for you as well. It is for us as well. I think sometimes we get caught up in thinking that it's not for us, you know, we weren't born into it, we can't do it, but we really can. The team, that's one of the things that the team has taught me, that I can do things like that. I can hang out at the park with my kids. I don't have to wake up early in the morning. You know, I can work my business from my house, enjoy myself, enjoy my life, enjoy my family, and still make an income. So whatever you guys choose, I hope that you choose correctly. But yeah, I just want to say, welcome to the family, and thank you again.
Sure. It's an amazing thing. I'm honored, once again to have each and every one of you here, the guests, and each person that comes out here week after week, or whenever you come here, your presence in itself is countless. You know how beautiful it is, how important it is. Understand that every time we get together here, it's not just our lives that are being changed. It's not only maybe our family's lives that are being changed, but there are hundreds and thousands, and who knows if hundreds of thousands even here in Jersey, and not only in Jersey but around the world, they're going to be impacted and transformed because of the decision that you once made. Just like the young man, some of these young men have made over here, right? We had a man, two brothers who got together, and they were running a dealer, car dealer, right? Luxury dealer, really nice dealer. But what happens? They had a desire to spend more time with their family. They had a desire to do other great dreams that the business might have been taking some time away from them, as much as they liked their business, what they did. And what happens, to make that long story short, these young men decided, when they saw this opportunity for the first time, they decided